Hi, I'm Lauren E. Miller, and here is my story. Back in 2006, I got a phone call that began with, "Are you sitting down?" Not a good opening line. I come to find out from this phone call that my body was dying. I was diagnosed with advanced breast cancer 1 week prior to my final divorce court date. In less than a 2-year period of time, I went through a divorce, a double mastectomy, 6 weeks of daily radiation, 2 years of chemo, 14 surgeries due to third-degree burns on my chest from the experimental chemo and the radiation. They had to graft my back onto my front, so I don't know if I'm coming or going most days. Legit. You got to keep a sense of humor during those times when life doesn't show up the way you want it to. And I went through a MRSA staph infection. I was septic and had infectious doctors working on my body, had 104 temperature for about a week. And thanks be to God, I'm still wearing the earth suit today. This experience going through two of the life's top stressors at the same time gave me the opportunity to really sink into what I have been teaching and facilitating for over 18 years in the area of stress management and personal excellence. I'm going to be facilitating a course, a mini course, this fall, and I invite you to be a part of it. It's entitled 5 Easy Techniques to Become the Boss of Your Thoughts and Up Your Faith Factor. 5 easy techniques to become the boss of your thoughts and up your faith factor. This course I put together is going to be a 2-time meeting. It's going to be one evening, and then there'll be a week in between. It'll be another evening where you will walk away with these 5 specific techniques. I'm going to be pulling from neuroscience. There are specific methodologies within neuroscience that I'll be teaching you. Neuroscience is basically how your brain is wired. When you see something as a threat outside of you, your body has a stress response to it. Perhaps it's a little threat, meaning not that it minimizes what happens. Perhaps it's a negative opinion someone has of you. All of a sudden, you're peaceful and shazam, you go from dormant to live in terms of your self-doubt, your fears, your worries. All of a sudden, you begin to catastrophize. You begin to mind read, fortune tell, make assumptions, all based on an impoverished view of reality because you're missing pieces that are based in what is really going on, but your mind is overlooking them because you've been thrown to the dungeon. You'll learn more about this in the course. You'll be thrown into the dungeon like Gollum in the cave from Lord of the Rings, clinging to the ring. I need to be accepted. I need to be liked. I need this to work out in order to feel safe. The body screams for our attention. The spirit whispers, and this is the part of upping your faith factor. When you calm the circuits in your mind, your body relaxes. Then you're able to hear that quiet voice of God speaking to you. This is the way, walk in it. Wait, don't email that person yet. Relax, step back, get off the stage of the drama. Get your body under you so that your spirit can shine. Stress is the power you give to outside circumstance to define what you believe you're capable of handling successfully. Back in 2006, my children were 8, 10, and 12. Even though the white coats, with all due respect, told me they were trying to get me 5 years, I would look into the faces of my children and I would say, no, that's not good enough for me. I choose life. I give more authority to the strength of God within me, to innovation, to being creative and finding healing solutions, to give more authority to the strength of God within me than to the circumstance or the diagnosis outside of me. Perhaps you're going through a stressful moment right now. There's a lot of stress around us because of this forced pause in our lives. What if now moving forward, you would look at this as an opportunity to really up your ability to strengthen your inner game? This course is designed to give you 5 specific techniques to help you be the boss of your mind. This is where it all starts. Either your attitude is your closest friend or your worst enemy. When you learn to calm down those circuits as soon as you go from dormant to live because you feel threatened by something outside of you, whether it be an email, a diagnosis, an undesirable situation, whether it be a fear that pops up that you've had your whole life, either way, the body gets involved. Someone once told me when I was studying neurolinguistic programming that God may forgive your sins, which I believe that, but your nervous system doesn't. What do I mean by that? Your nervous system will continually grab a hold of that thought, if it's a negative thought, and fire the circuits of the stress response. And you're along for the ride. You will rise and fall depending on how the world judges you, or depending upon the power you give to the judgments of the world. This course is going to be a 2-session course. We're going to meet 2 weeks in a row. 2 evenings we're going to spend together. There's limited seating in this course, even though it's virtual, because it's an interactive course. I want to get to know you. I want to be able to see if you are grabbing the specific techniques that I'm training you in, and you'll be able to apply them. You'll have some practice between the first session and the second session as well, to be able to practice the specific technique that I'm sharing that evening during the course to make sure that you close the learning loop. You're going to learn it, you're going to apply it, and you're going to be able to teach it. This is going to be a course that's going to leave you with 5 specific techniques to help you to become the boss of your mind, rather than allowing your mind to be the boss of you, and to up your faith factor. One of my favorite verses when I was going through advanced cancer and divorce at the same time was, greater is the one who lives in you than he who is in the world, than those things that are in the world. Give more authority to the strength of God within you than to the circumstance outside of you. This was a moment-to-moment choice as I was going through those 2 years of intense treatment and the additional 3 years of some experimental treatment. So it's 5 years total that I went through that storm and learning how to be a storm dancer. These are 5 specific techniques that I've used during going through the experience of 2 of life's top stressors, and I'm going to be teaching them to you so that you can learn them, apply them, and be able to teach them when you come out of this course. So join me. If you are interested, email me at info@laurenemiller.com. Again, that's info@laurenemiller.com. In the subject tab, just put, yes, I want to be a part of your fall course. I want to be a part of this experience. Yes, count me in for the course that you're facilitating this fall. Let me know, and then I'll send you the details of the course, and you can save your space. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to sharing these 5 specific techniques with you, training you in them so that you can walk away with this course and have those in your backpack so that you can continue to climb whatever summit you want to climb in life with a spirit of confidence, with a spirit of curiosity, and of course, most importantly, a spirit of faith, to give more authority to the strength of God within you than to your circumstance outside of you. I look forward to the journey with you. Have a blessed day and enjoy your gift of life.